Hi, my name is Alan White, and I'm a student here in La Laguna in the Masters in Conference Interpreting. And in this video, I'm going to talk about my general experience in the simultaneous interpreting classes, the SIM classes. So what were my impressions going in? I really wanted to sink my teeth into this part of the course because I had experimented a bit with simultaneous interpreting before the Masters, and I had always really enjoyed it, but I was also very eager on actually acquiring technique to actually learn how to do this well. And then when the course, you know, when we did start doing this, taking these classes, because it did start in the second month, I believe, of the Masters, you know, you realize that you have to balance so many different aspects, and it's actually very, very difficult. And that's the great thing about it, learning how to do so. So we were also very lucky in my class to be the first class to use the new state-of-the-art SIM classroom with new equipment, new booths. It's a great space. It's big, and it also has really good audiovisual equipment to do different virtual distance classes with other masters in conference interpreting in different universities, with the interpreting services in the European institutions, and we've actually done quite a few of those, and that's always great because you're getting you know, feedback from all parts of the world. And when it comes to the classes themselves and the specific dynamic, well, the complexity of the classes changes and progresses with the course. So at the beginning, they're just very, you know, simple speeches adapted to each moment that we're in on a learning level. And then they get more complicated because more PowerPoint presentations are used, and then they incorporate different written texts that you can use in order to follow a speech, which can seem like it'll help you, but can actually distract you a lot, at least I found. And yeah, so the complexity really does change. And a great thing that I like is learning how to work with your booth mates. Because it's not just about getting in the booth with, you know, your buddy and just winging it. No, you actually have to have a conversation about how you're going to support each other, what you want your booth mate to write down during each one of the speeches, if you want numbers, if you want just names of people and places, or how you're going to use the mute button. And you also have to tell them what not to do because it might be distracting to you. So it's great to, you know, learn how to work with other interpreters, because you know, it's all about recreating real world experiences. And I mean, just the fact that this new classroom really does look like a professional setting does a lot. And yeah, and also another thing we do is in the afternoons, after the morning classes and after having lunch, we have practice sessions where we give each other speeches, and we also listen to ourselves sometimes and give each other feedback. Because in consecutive classes, you are constantly listening to your other classmates, but in the booth, a lot of times you're working alone or just with one other person. You don't really get a chance to see how your classmates are doing, and you know, giving them tips too or just observations. So that's it for now. I think one of the, you have to do the masters to sort of get all the advice, but something that was useful for me in overcoming some difficulties in the simultaneous classes is to learn to stay calm. And if you feel like you're getting lost or you've made a mistake, well, obviously, try to correct it or whatever, but try to distance yourself from the mic, sit back and, breathe, stay calm, and just move forward, trying to put your best interpretation out and, giving it your best. That's it for now. Thanks.